Hey everybody, you're watching the Monday episode of CCS. My name's Cody, and you're watching that Christian news show thing that I do. Before we can get into the news type stuff, one, not a hickey. It's a scratch. You can ask my little brother because he's very proud of it. Two things before we can get into the news type stuff. One, not a hickey. It's a scratch. You can ask my little brother because he's very proud of it. I've been freaking out like all day. I'm like, no, they're all gonna think it's a hickey. Like if you guys seriously question, I can give you like his Facebook because you could spam him because I'm so angry with him right now. Like latched onto me and like while we're playing around. So yeah, not a hickey. Don't think that. Bad viewers. Bad. And two, I know I was talking about doing this like really cheesy thing that I want to do, and I'll talk about that later, like what I wanted to do, but I don't think I'm going to do it just because I don't have enough time to actually go and do that stuff because it's really like ambitious and it's me. No. So probably not going to happen with the cheesy videos that I want to do. I want to tell you what they are right now, but I won't. But my other thought on instead of doing those was a vlog. Because when I went to the anime convention, I did that vlog thing. You guys seem to really like that, so I would like to do vlogs, like it'd be fun. So the question behind all this, and it's actually the question of the day, is should I put the vlogs on here on this channel, or should I make another channel so that I'm not flooding your uploads thing? I would rather do them here, but I'm not the viewer. So I don't want to flood your subscription upload thing. And that's the question of the day, because I don't know what to do. Which one you guys would rather if I had a new channel that you didn't have to subscribe to if you didn't want to, that had vlogs, because they're going to be daily, I think. I'm going to try, because that always works out well. I'll also have this show. The show will happen, promise. That's about it, so we can go on to the news stuff, which is what you're actually like here trying to watch, and I'm like, no, we need to talk about this first. And our first story is an opinion thing, which if you'd like to make this question of the day also, I'd really appreciate that. But Obama didn't thank God in his Thanksgiving address, and I was just really wondering what you guys thought about that. On the news, it was really opinionated, so there's not much I can like really report on that, except he didn't say it. There was also some information, link in the description below, on that story that I read, which was things like 4 out of the 8 addresses that Bill Clinton did, he didn't address God. And only one of 3 Obamas hasn't addressed God in his addresses. So is that all that wrong for Obama to have not done that in Thanksgiving? It's up to you. What do you think? Personally, I think it's up to the discretion of the actual president. You know, it's whatever he wants to do. He's the president. You know, if he wants to bring up God, I think that if he is a Christian, obviously, then he should be proclaiming God as much as possible, but I'm on that part of it's not a Christian nation, and he's trying to appeal to the atheist part of the nation, and I'm just kind of like, dude, you don't need to appeal, you need to be who you are, because that's what's important. Not trying to appeal to everybody, it's being who you are, and if people don't like who you are, then we're probably not going to vote for you as president, and that's why he's doing that, and I'm like, it's whoever's most suited for the job, in my opinion. So I say if he's Christian, he should be a Christian, and talk about it, but I mean, he doesn't have to. I mean, it's not something that like has to be set in stone politically, I don't think. What do you guys think? Leave a comment in the comment section below. Really love to hear what you guys say. You may have heard of the Craigslist Killer who was going and like taking people and going, hey, I'll work for you. And then he would go there and he would kill them and he'd steal their money. Well, now on Craigslist there's an offer to get a job working on a 600-acre farm for $300 a week. And around that same area there's just be shallow graves, these people dying and just being kind of buried. If he had gotten away, one only like he was shot in the arm and he was able to get away. And it was all the same deal. And these killers are like killing people who don't have a job. They have 2 people in custody right now, but they're not really giving up too much information besides that, except for the people that have gotten away. There was one guy that he called him up and he got the interview and was like, oh, this is kind of weird. Because the guy knew how many acres the ranch was, but didn't know the miles or the depths or anything. He just kind of said no. But a lot of people have been getting the same job offer and then have been dying, being shot and murdered, and then put in shallow graves all around the same area. So really creepy, really scary, just weird to me. But the weird thing about this one is like, that Craigslist killer wanted money. This Craigslist killer is killing people that are unemployed, so there's nothing to really rob from them, so why would you be doing that? Scary stuff. And our final story comes to Rob Bell, who some of you may know is like very controversial pastor. Controversial for an obvious reason. He has one of his books questioning whether or not there's a literal hell or not. It's really unbiblical, and I'm probably gonna get some people mad at that, but that's just like the truth behind it. He's one of the best-selling Christian authors right now, and that's just, it's weird. Because I've read part of his book, and it's just like really anti-Christian. And it kind of takes the Bible and says, hey, this is how this is, but wouldn't it be nice if it was this? One of his videos that promotes the book, he was like, Gandhi couldn't have gone to hell, could he have? For one, we don't really know that because Gandhi said, I like your Christ, not your Christians. So he might have accepted Christ and loved Christ. But it's not our job to, like, judge that. But if he didn't, like, the Bible says that all of our good deeds are nothing but filthy rags to God because none of us are perfect, and no matter what we do, we still don't hit that bar of perfection that God would want us to be at. So if Gandhi didn't accept Christ, no matter how much good he did in this world, he would have gone to hell, according to the Bible. The Bible is a little more important than what Rob Bell wrote, to me. Anyways. So anyways, that's kind of a recap of who he is, in my opinion, that's very biased. But December 18th is his last sermon, and he's actually going to go on to make TV shows with the co-director of Lost. It's really kind of sad because he's built up this mega church over the last 12 years. Just tons and tons of members, and he's leaving them. And they're giving him like a little send-off, and it's this whole thing of like, hey, leave a comment of what you think of him below. And he's made such an impact on the Christian community, whether that be good or bad. And so I thought that I'd bring that up because I got this pet peeve with Rob Bell. You can watch his interviews, just go YouTube an interview and he has no idea what he's talking about. And he just kind of like, they ask him a question, he's like, it would be here. And they're like, well, what's this, well, doesn't the Bible say right here? And he was like, yeah, but, so, it just kind of bugs me. Anyways, so the verse of the day is kind of cool because I was actually going to bring it up just about the Obama thing and him not professing God with his mouth, whatever. And then I realized there's more to this is actually fitting with like the other pieces of my stories. So awesomeness, right? And you're like, what is this verse? The verse is Romans 10:9. That if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord, and you believe in your heart that God did raise him from the dead, you will be saved. I already told you the questions of the day. Should Obama have given Thanksgiving to God if he's a Christian? And the second question being, vlog or not? Do you guys want the vlogs on here or do you want vlogs elsewhere? Because I can just do vlogs on here and then you don't have to subscribe to two of me, which is easier for you. I don't know if you can notice that, but I'm trying to push that way. So yeah, leave a comment below with your answer of both questions. That about wraps it up, so haters keep hating, Christians keep praying, and to everybody like and subscribe, I will see you later, and God bless.